Ko te kaupapa nei he mahi ngātahi no ngā iwi o Te Tauihu. Kia ātapua wai mai ai e tehi mātāpono mō ngā wai Māori nei. Ngā wai katoa tēnei rohe e mahinga tahitanga no ngā iwi e waru no tēnei rohe.
I'm one of the privileged of our whānau to actually live on our whenua. We've had some awesome funding from Mana o Te Wai and trying to identify or build data on our awa here, understanding the animal life and the plant life that's within and around. We've worked with council in fencing off the awa so that stock's not getting in there and polluting it. We've gone and recreated habitat spawning places for the galaxies, inanga, ka or kōkapu. When they come down to spawn, they've got habitat too. Fish passages happen up and down our motu for our tuna to get back up past dams and that. And if we don't have them, well, we're just destroying the whole health of an awa. So I think the key thing is growing the knowledge of our tamariki and having our rangatahi coming back out and connecting, understanding what supports your awa, in my eyes, is creating sustainability and succession.
Our project, the Te Hoere project, is looking at landscape scale restoration of Te Hoere, a kiuta ki tai. Big one for us is the Ruapaka Wetland Restoration Project. That's a 14 hectare wetland which was previously choked up with willows. We've since eradicated the willows and our whānau, kaitiaki on the ground, have begun replanting and restoring this wetland. These places are our wahi tipuna, our wahi tapu. Our ancestors relied upon them and we want our next generations, our children, our mokopuna to be able to rely upon those environments like our ancestors did before us.
Kia ora koutou. So we're here at Kōkiri actually, which is an old kāinga for Ngāti Rārua, for Te Taiao as well. We have multiple kāinga here. We're next to Te Kumara, which was a mara kai garden cultivation, as well as Raumanuka, which is a fishing village. And we're located right on the edge of our tupuna motueka. Now we have a wastewater treatment plant, which is located behind me. And is feeding into our tupuna awa. Te Mana o Te Wai and Te Kahui Waipounamu, the project has really been about providing resources, pūtea for our iwi to develop tools, resources, but more importantly to build capability and capacity for our people. And the focus really is around getting our kaitiaki out on the whenua to participate in council decision making around our awa tupuna, as well as other kaitiaki initiatives to support the Māori and the hauora of our whenua and our wai. There's a lot of issues contributing to the degradation of our wai, such as this, but also other land use practices. The wastewater itself, we have discharges that go into the awa. Where we are located, we're at the southern branch of the Motueka awa, so these wastewater treatment plants are located on our coastlines around our river mouths in order to discharge treated sewage out into the moana and into the wai. So we do have issues around how that impacts on our ability to harvest kai. So our whāinga, our aspirations as iwi are to have tino rangatiratanga or decision making over our wai in the first instance. And that will allow us to really look at how we can create iwi-led solutions to sort out cleaning up. But we have other aspirations like restoration around the riparian margins, around our wetland areas, and then supporting the health of our moana as well, so we can go and access kai. It's all connected, it's kia tiki tai, you know, from the maunga to the moana. It's one whole catchment, so all of those pieces need to be working together, and at the moment we do have a lot of issues around the health of our different ecosystems within the catchment. The wastewater treatment plant's been here since the 60s, maybe earlier, which meant that, that's an offence to our people. We can't harvest kai when it's got too tai in it. And so we really want to be able to provide that for our future generations, to be able to come back and access their mahinga kai again.
We're here at a place called Peneamine, and it was recently renamed by Ngāti Koata, named after a tupuna of ours, whose name was Benjamin Peneamine Hippolyte. And so our efforts here are to restore essentially the Māori of what is part of the Maitahi. We've been able to plant 10,000 plus plants. We're also developing cultural health monitoring tools so that we can monitor the success of our restoration, and going down the line, we'd love to have everything across Rongoa, Rāranga, and Mahinga Kai. Probably as a first step, we'd love to restore the riparian planting so that there's more shading around the awa as well. The hope is that one day we can be able to harvest Mahinga Kai from the site once again, just like Uncle Ben. And so, yeah, just a little bit of our work, our mahi as Ngāti Koata, is restoring the Māori of the Maitahi.
Te mutungai o he nui ngā kaupapa haere ana ki te taha o te wai. Ko te pāngātu o tēnei mahi, ko te mahitahi. Kua roa nei ngā iwi e mahi ana i o rātau ake mai. Ko tēnei wātonu e hauka kao mai i ērā kaupapa katoa, kai roto e ngā iwi. Kia pua wai ai e te mātāpono. Mo te roe whānui.